Hi, I'm Joacim. The HammerFall booster pack is now available.
Challenge metalheads all over the world. Download Rock Science today.
I was hanging with my neighbor in my birth town of Mora. Okay, he was 4 years older, and I was like 9, 10. He was beating me up all the time. He got an album with Accept. It was in 1981, the Breaker album. Totally blew me away. I never heard anything like that before. There was kind of like a voice talking to me, telling me, you know what, this is the shit. When I was 14 years old, I just moved to Gothenburg. I went to see Monsters of Rock in Stockholm with Motley Crue, Van Halen, and AC/DC on my own. Who would let a 14-year-old travel from Gothenburg to Stockholm to see a show alone nowadays? That would never happen. But my mom trusted me. I was such a nice guy back then. I had a friend in the swim team who was a singer for a punk rock band. And I thought, well, if he can sing, I can sing. I formed a lot of different bands, but we could never find a proper singer. So I always said, well, in the meantime, I can sing. At the age of 21, a guy called Michael Moon, who was at that time a guitar player in King Diamond, called me. And he heard my demo and he wanted me to sing with his new band. There I decided to become a singer. I quit smoking, right, like that, and I felt, I'm going to give this a try, and I enrolled for the Musicians Institute in Hollywood. I went over there and said, let's give this a try for 1 year and see what happens.
And what happened?
I'm sitting here right now.
Yeah, that's good.
As a singer, I always put Jeff Tate as #1 because I love the works on the first EP and The Warning and also Operation Mindcrime, Rage for Order. After Empire, I'm not really sure what happened actually. And then he started to play the saxophone and I decided, no, that's just too much. When it comes to songwriters, I've always been a big fan of Dave Hill and Malcolm Spooner, the two guys writing everything for Demon. But then unfortunately Mal died after they recorded the British Standard Approved album in 1984. I'm not sure. It could be 83. I think it was 1984.
Have you met Jeff Tate, for example?
I met everyone else but Jeff. Yeah, because we did a show together a couple of years ago before they split up. It was fun because they were headlining that show. And I had no clue that they even knew who I was. I just went in there, I met the guy, said, hey, I'm a singer from a band called HammerFall. We just played before you here, you know, good luck. And looked at me and said, yeah, you know what, in 2 days it's gonna be the opposite. You're gonna headline in Germany. Like, yeah, so you know us? Yeah, sure. Like, wow, cool. When I came to the rehearsal room, the first time I heard like a melody played on a guitar, and I went in there, I looked at Oscar, I said, Stormwitch. And he went, what? You know Stormwitch? Yeah, one of my favorite groups, and I have all the albums. Do you have Eye of the Storm? Well, of course. Wow. And we somehow connected there, and that, you know, we felt immediately there was a bond, kind of brothers in arms thing going on there. We forgot the drummer at a gas station in the US, and we realized like 6 hours later that he was gone. And he was stuck in the middle of nowhere, a gas station in 1998. No cell phones, no nothing. So that was kind of crazy. Yeah. We actually forgot him another time the year after in Umeå, also at a gas station. A scientist, I would say I know a lot about Queensryche. I know a lot about Demon. I have a very good basic knowledge. But then, of course, some bands I have no clue about whatsoever. And I would know pretty much everything about HammerFall. I think. I hope. It's a guy, of course. He has a jeans jacket with a lot of patches, blue jeans, kind of a mullet, very devoted and very true to his bands, and of course there are a lot of the patches, or HammerFall patches. He knows all the songs by heart. If I need help with lyrics on stage, I always look at him. And I read the lips, thank you, and I just continue. That happened many times. Well, number one has to be Demon, the Night of the Demon album. We have the cross lying on the green grass, and through the ground or the soil comes two hands, kind of rips open the cross, and guts coming out of the cross. Fantastic. And that is one of my dream tattoos to have somewhere on the body. Maybe on the calf back here, just guts and gore coming out of the cross. Number two is Welcome to Hell, Venom. Would easily have that as a tattoo on my back. Number three, I would go with something with Iron Maiden, because they're so important when it comes to like mascots and setting a standard for using the same guy on every cover. I think Live After Death is fantastic.